Welcome back to another edition of Everything Football 62. I'm your host, Jonathan Big Tex Johnson. I'm going to throw a little something out there to you guys. Got a few names here, but I'm going to start it off with here. With this whole quarterback thing, because I'm seeing a pattern going on right now, and I just want to point it out to some of the viewers out there. Now, the kid Minshew over there in Jacksonville, guy's playing some good ball, really good ball. To me, he might be the answer to their team and their quarterback problem, right? Nick Foles is out. I don't know how long Nick Foles is going to be out, but there's no question that when Nick Foles gets ready to come back, that is his team, okay? You have Daniel Jones, who's the quarterback of the New York Giants. He's taking over for that of Eli Manning. You knew that was coming. And as soon as Eli was going to start, being Eli, that was going to happen. So that's Daniel Jones' team. So it seems to be it's not going to be too much of an issue there because he's the future. You have Kyler Murray. There's no issues over there because he is their future. He's doing everything that he can do. He's making that team competitive. It wasn't competitive last year whatsoever. But this also brings up an interesting dynamics that I see in this league, right? And you hate to bring stuff up like this, but, I bring it up because it needs to be brought up. And, I just find it funny. Now, mind you, Teddy Bridgewater is 3-0 right now. Actually, Teddy Bridgewater has a career record of 20-12, okay? Now, we all know Teddy Bridgewater history. I did a piece on Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is 3-0. Phenomenal game this past Sunday. I think he threw for like over 300 and some odd yards and like 4 touchdowns, right? The funny thing about Teddy Bridgewater, what I find interesting, aside from him going 3-0, right? Him is going 3-0. There's no doubt that he's keeping that seat warm until Drew Brees comes back. Even though we know Drew Brees is in the last year of a $50 million contract. He got signed for 2 years, $50 million after the 17 season, so 18 and 19. So he's supposed to be here for him, but there's no question that that's Drew Brees' team. Whenever he comes back, he's going to take over those duties. No questions asked, right? There's no controversy. There's nobody walking around in their right mind saying, "Oh well, Teddy Bridgewater's getting ready to, say, well, Teddy Bridgewater, I don't know, man, you might leave him up in there. Teddy Bridgewater's going to do this, that, and the other." Everybody knows that. Kyler Murray, really no competition over there because he's their future. Daniel Jones and Eli Manning, they could be whatever, but that's Daniel Jones' team. The whole fiasco over there in the Washington Redskins with Dwayne Haskins, may as well let him play. I'm seeing these guys, if they threw him in there, they were wrong for throwing him in there. If you took him at the 10th pick, the 10th or 12th pick, he's the top 10 pick, if I'm not mistaken, you got to put him in there. Who else you got over there? It was only a matter of time for Case Keenum was going to be Case Keenum. It was only a matter of time. There's reason why Zimmerman got rid of that guy. You know what I'm saying? So put him in there. Colt McCoy is Colt McCoy. Period. This is not Texas. Colt McCoy is Colt McCoy. But one of the things I find interesting is Kyle Allen, who actually went to A&M, who's one of a 5-star recruit coming out, I want to say Arizona, I believe. Went to A&M, played a little bit, but got upstaged by Kyler Murray. He got mad, left, went to Houston. He goes over there, gets outplayed in Houston, sits around there I think he's out for a second or whatever, and then goes Houston and everything. He doesn't play well. Then enters the 2018 draft, and now he got drafted by Carolina Panthers or whatever. You got guys now, because Cam is hurt. I've seen guys on these news shows, right, on these sports shows, talking about, it might be an issue with it might be a quarterback controversy brewing there over in Carolina. I'm like, what? Are you serious? Why would you even say that? Why would you even fix your mouth to say that with Kyle Allen? That's Cam's team. Everybody got something to say. The dude's been hurt. He's going through this stuff and everything like that. Kyle Allen, just keep the ship ready. Ain't nobody. But they're trying to make that out to be a controversy. They're trying to already say that, or it might be an issue, man. I don't know, man. It might be time to hand the reins over to Kyle Allen. Okay. I find that interesting. I find it interesting that Gardner Minshew over here, there's no issue. It's like, yeah, Nick Foles coming back, that's his team. Why haven't the same type of respect going for Cam Newton? Like, no, that's his team. No matter what happens, that's his team. Why are these guys saying all that? They're not saying that that Nick Foles is not going to be able to play. They're not even saying that. Obviously, they're not saying that with Drew Brees and the whole Teddy Bridgewater thing. That you wouldn't dare breathe that. So why would you do that with Cam Newton? Right? And we talk about Dwayne Haskins. Like I said, let him play. Let him play. There's nobody else up over there. He can't do no worse than what them guys are doing. The guy, Case Keenum, after the first 2 weeks, they was getting ready to put a gold jacket on Case Keenum. And I told somebody, just wait, it's coming. It always comes. He is who he is. But why all of a sudden it's supposed to be some controversy with Kyle Allen, with Cam? Y'all peep that out now. Now look at that. I'm hearing all these guys, Loggerhead, Jason Whitlock, and all them guys up over there. Some of them guys said, man, it might be a quarterback controversy. All saying, well, C-Mac, he's the leader of the team now, and this, that, and the other, and all that. I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll see. Because Cam's not 100%. He could be out there playing around and doing whatever that guy do for the most part. Cam was doing pretty good, considering that he missed a lot of the last part of the season last year with a shoulder injury. Now his foot got messed up, and and all that. But now people are trying to sit up there and trying to give the mantle to Kyle Allen and dissing Cam. Cam is way more accomplished than Nick Foles. Nick Foles, a relief pitcher, so he got a Super Bowl. He was a relief pitcher. Okay, he did what he was supposed. He does what a backup is supposed to do. You might not be as good as him. The job of a backup quarterback is to perform. That's what you're in the league for. So I'm not, so everybody talking about Nick Foles. I say, all I want to do is see Nick Foles play 16 games, and it hasn't happened yet. And he's been in the league since I think 2013. Now he got a Super Bowl, but as far as like playing the whole season, he hasn't even done that. But yet, there's no talk of that's Gardner Minshew's team. No, that's Nick Foles' team. So all of a sudden you got people saying that's Kyle Allen's team. But at the same time, I did not hear anybody say that's Teddy Bridgewater's team. Didn't hear that. Didn't hear that at all. Because that would be blasphemy. And that's the same way I feel about with Kyle Allen. That's blasphemy. To sit up there and say, try to act like it's going to be a quarterback controversy that with Cam. Because there people don't like Cam where he dress like does this, that, and the other. I'm like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just found that interesting that happens that way. And I also find it interesting that people sitting up there like Dwayne Haskins is on the short bus, or he's some special needs child when you got 1, 2, 3. And 3 rookie quarterbacks that started in the NFL that never played in the NFL until this year. All them guys was in college. And out of those 3 guys, out of basically between all of those guys were starters. Minshew, Jones, Haskins, and Kyler Murray. And Jones was the least productive insofar as honors and all this other kind of stuff. Just last year, this time, playing college football. Right? So my thing is that let Haskins play. If Murray has been thrown in the fire, Jones is thrown in the fire, Minshew's been thrown in the fire. Let him play. It's just that, I say, so stop trying to hold his hand like he's some kind of baby. He was the 10th pick. Let him earn his lumps. He has to earn his lumps. But y'all acting like, well, we have to handle him a certain. He's not ready yet. How much more? I said, I don't believe that. Because if you get picked, you're ready to play. I'm sorry. You're ready to play. Kyler Murray is ready. Well, how is it, Dwayne? So all of a sudden, Jones is, hey, man, it's to each his own. But if you're out there, I'm like, so he's not ready to play. He needs to be ready to play if I'm playing him 10. If he is being picked in the 10th, being the 10th pick, 8th, the 10th pick in the first round, and he's making millions of dollars, put him out there. It ain't going to be no worse than what you already got out there now. Let him play. But you're acting like he's some type of special needs child, and he can't get out there. But, oh, yeah, Daniel Jones, yeah, he get out there. Oh, Minshew, nobody even knew anything about Minshew, how he went. Oh, that is going to be a disaster. No, the kid just got to get out there and play ball. But he's also in a thing where that raggedy coach that they've been having over there, I'm not going to even call his name, didn't want him. But, you know, that's how that goes, though. But I just find that interesting with those things between that of Haskins. Oh, he's not quite ready yet. Oh, he's ready. He has to be ready. But I find that even more interesting with the old Kyle Allen, Cam Newton thing, where people are out to trying to make that a quarterback controversy. But no quarterback controversy. You don't even hear that. You don't hear that Gardner Minshew is going to take over the Jacksonville Jaguars, or he needs to take over that mantle from Nick Foles, who has never played 16 games. Period. But yet, Cam Newton, you want to, it's an issue. Nothing but Teddy Bridgewater is going to take over the Saints. Even though this is Drew Brees, like nobody would dare say that. That's sacrilege. How do you say it? Sacrilegion. You know, there's no way that's supposed to happen. You can't. You can never talk like that. That's blasphemy. All right, that's my little rant on that, man. I might be back in a few minutes, and like I tell you guys all the time, there is no GOAT. There's no GOAT. The greatest of all time, as long as time's still going on. And like I say, numbers don't lie and get emotional. People do.